Living within your means is essential for financial security, despite the fact that it is not always convenient, which is why for today's video here at Investing Path, we will talk about the frugal habits that will keep you on track as you follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps to financial freedom. The video's main goal is to have you follow these guidelines and soon become a millionaire, just like Dave Ramsey, so make sure to watch till the end. But before we go ahead, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and bell button to stay updated for more of our content. But other than that, let's begin. If you wish to follow Ramsey's approach, the first step is to save $1,000 in case of an emergency. Here, we will go through some strategies for getting the most out of your $1,000 emergency fund while still having enough money to start chipping away at your debt. Pay off your debt and then expand that savings to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. You should also make it a priority to replenish this money regularly, as some of you may have drawn onto it to deal with unforeseen costs throughout the past 12 months. Therefore, starting an emergency fund should be your first move toward monetary stability. Save aside a set amount of money each month. Since you weren't prepared, do you have at least $1,000 stowed aside in case of an emergency? Bingo! Let's use the $1,000 you've put away in an emergency fund to take care of some bills. Ramsey used to serve as a slave for a debtor. After finishing college, he entered the real estate flipping business. At the young age of 26, Ramsey was able to secure finance for his deals through personal connections he had established with local banks. His real estate holdings were worth $4 million, contributing heavily to his net worth of just over $1 million. There was some early success, but by the time he was 28, he had filed bankruptcy due to mounting debt. The reason for this is because he owed $1.2 million to his largest creditor, and that creditor was purchased off by a large bank. Taking on too much debt was one of our earlier bad financial choices as well, but we've all done them. How do you think they handle their debt repayment? They utilize the snowball approach to paying off their debt. When you don't owe anyone money, you get full control over the single most effective technique for amassing wealth. If you can avoid giving your money out to everyone, you will have a much better chance and find it much easier to gain wealth. So, always make the minimum payments and prioritize paying off the smallest debt. Ramsey recommends making an ascending list of all your unsecured debts, including credit card balances. Make sure you're meeting the minimum payments on everything while putting an extra cash you have toward the obligation with the smallest interest rate. Discipline is fostered by having your bill payments automatically deducted from a separate bank account. Indeed, you've guessed correctly. To make things easier for you, Dave has 3 suggestions. Put more money toward your mortgage for one. Subsidiary mortgage payments have the potential to reduce the total interest you pay and the amount of time it takes to pay off your mortgage. A second option is to try to refinance your mortgage. The best way to pay off your mortgage faster is to refinance into a loan with better terms and a lower interest rate, such as a 15-year fixed-rate mortgage. Meanwhile, a home can be bought or sold with relative ease right now, so should consider moving into a smaller home. The decision to downsize your house may be seen as risky by some. If you're dead set on getting rid of your mortgage as soon as possible though, you could choose to sell your larger home and put your money toward a mortgage on a more modest place. Depending on the market, you may be able to pay cash for your next house. Reduce your car use as a next step toward living within your means. In comparison to driving, taking public transit could save you as much as 4 times as much money. When you drive frequently, you could have to pay your things like gas, oil changes, and more. You might also get tickets for things like air pollution and speeding, which can add up to a hefty sum. Do you absolutely need to use your vehicle daily? If you're worried about how to save money without sacrificing your way of life, don't be. On the other hand, if you must drive but are trying to spend less than you earn, you can conserve gas by coasting to a stop instead of braking. Using the highest gear possible is another strategy for cutting gasoline costs. For maximum acceleration, every car is designed to be started in its lowest gear, although doing so will cause it to quickly reach its top speed. Lowered carbon footprint. Reducing your water and power consumption is step 5. Power down, turning off lights and appliances that aren't in use. Tightening drapes and closing windows can help reduce drafts, while leaving a lamp on all night can waste energy. If you want to save money on energy each month, it is a good idea to invest in energy-efficient equipment for your home, despite the fact that they may be more expensive upfront. Now that you saved money on energy costs, it is time to start planning out your budget. Guess what the other 5% of the population does that makes them so much more successful than the other 95%? They make a budget. 95% of people are terrible with money, but 5% are incredibly successful. Just how much do you typically spend weekly on food? Approximately, how much do your monthly utility costs add up to? Using a spending plan fosters dependability of income. Having a budget in place streamlines the process of making timely payments on debts. Build up a cushion in case of unexpected expenses and put money aside for larger purchases, like a car or a house, by being disciplined about your budgeting. In the end, having a budget will give you greater short-term and long-term financial security. As for your 7th step, even if your local theater has prohibitively expensive internet tickets, you can still save money by purchasing them from another source, along with better discounts. So, you start making use of coupons and discounts offers every now and then. Next, follow Emmy's lead and get some cooking lessons. Saving money by preparing meals at home rather than buying them out or relying on the school cafeteria is just one of the many benefits of learning how to cook. Other advantages include expanding your culinary horizons and gaining valuable life skills such as budgeting, cleaning, and maintaining a healthy diet. Step 9 is to plan to spend only what is necessary for at least 1 month each year. Thanks to this effort, and if you've been wondering how to save money quickly on a tight budget, this is for you. I had to learn this magic ancient word called no, which most people don't know. May save a considerable sum in just 1 month, and by following all 9 stages, you'll form a habit that you can use to hold yourself accountable for financial situation, whether you are on your own or not. Time to start putting money away in a savings target customer. It is past time to plan for alternative major cost reductions. In the words of Dave Ramsey, a retirement fund should get 15% of your gross monthly earnings. To calculate the amount you should put away each month, multiply your salary by 0.15. A 529 college savings plan (ESA) or similar account is highly recommended by Dave Ramsey. If you're interested in creating an account for one of these purposes, you may ask your local bank or credit union for further information. Establish a routine to help you save money regularly. At the same bank where you maintain your checking account, you can open a savings account as well. You can then set up a system to automatically transfer money across the many iterations on a regular basis. If you get paid via direct deposit, you can also designate a certain amount of each paycheck to be saved automatically. To realize your financial goals and live the life you've always imagined, you'll need to make some serious alterations to your existing routine. Extreme sacrifice, like that of living on a low income, is a great way to learn the value of things. It will require work on your part to maintain that lifestyle. You may have to resist numerous allures on the way to financial freedom, but you will appreciate the effort put in now. You may feel inferior to those with higher wages because you lack the material comforts, but you may use your current financial situation to steer you towards success. It took Elon Musk more than a day to build his fortune. Bill Gates didn't suddenly find himself a billionaire. Having devoted themselves to the cause and immersed themselves in their ambitions, they were able to reach new heights. So, make sure to follow these steps that Dave Ramsey has provided, and we are sure enough that you'll be successful very soon. But other than that, thanks for taking time to watch this video. This is Investing Path, And if you'd like to see more of our content as you go on, then go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and bell button to stay updated for more of our personal financing and investment content for you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.